Hello viewers, my name is Ezekiel Kelvin and I will be taking you on the episode 2 of the JAMB past questions and answers. You should go and watch our other videos in case if you haven't watched it to be more clearer on today's topic. Alright, we'll be continuing from where we left off. Today we'll be continuing from number 11. As you can see on the board, make Q the subject of the formula if P equals to m over 5, open brackets, x plus Q, close brackets, plus 1. Now we must see this equation as a fraction to solve it first. So which means our solution will be P equals to m over 5, open bracket, x plus Q, close bracket, plus 1. Now to see it as a fraction, we have to complete the over 1 here. Now as a fraction, you know we have to find the LCM of the denominators. And the LCM of 5 on 1 is 5. Now, as we all do when it comes to fractions, we divide the LCM by the denominator and multiply it by the numerator. As I have said, 5 divided by 5 will give you 1. 1 times mx plus q will still give you the same thing. Remember, these equations are together, that is why we still get the same thing. Now we do the same to the other part, meaning that 5 divided by 5 will give you 5, and 5 times 1 will give you 5, which means plus 5. Don't forget to add your p. P equals to mx plus 5 all over 5. Now the next step to doing this, since we are looking for our mx, since we are looking for the q, we have to cross multiply both sides, which equally means here we just have to put our sign. Make this over 1. 5 times the upper one gives you 5p. 5 times 5 will give you 5p equals to 1 times the numerator over here still gives you the same thing. Which means we'll be having mx plus q close brackets plus 5. Now as you all know, from our question we have q, that we should find q as the subject of the formula. Which means our next step will be giving us 5p equals to, we expand the bracket over here. M times x will give you mx. M times q will give you plus mq. Now, this bracket has been expanded, so we add our plus 5. Our next step after this is to take the remaining ones to the other side, since we are looking for mq, and leave mq at one side. Meaning that 5p minus, because when plus is crossing over the equal sign, it makes it minus. 5p minus mx, we cross mx over minus 5, because we also have to cross plus 5 over, making it minus 5, is equal to our mq. Now, the next step, this should be normal. We are almost getting there. The next step to take is to divide both sides by the coefficient of q. Since it's q that is the subject of our formula, dividing both sides by the coefficient of q will give you something like this. M will cancel m, which means q will be equals to 5p minus mx minus 5 all over m. Good, we've solved this question perfectly. Now remember, in JAMB, you have to solve questions as fast as you can, because you have a maximum time of 45 seconds to solve each question. Now going to the next question, we have factorized completely x raised to the power of 3 plus 3x squared minus 10x all over 2x squared minus 8. Doing this, the first thing we have to do is to find the factor of the above and the factor of the denominator. Meaning that the factor of the above, what is common above is x, because each equation contains x. Let's do it like this, x, open brackets, x squared. Why do I have x squared now? Because this x outside the bracket will be cancelling 1x from here, leaving it with 2, plus 3x squared divided by x will give you 3x, because the x is dividing 1x over here, minus x divided by 10x, 1x will be cancelled, remaining 10. Close the bracket. You do the same thing you did above below. Now what is the factor of the below. Here we don't have x here, so it can't give us x anymore. 2 is here and 2 can go in this. So literally we have 2 in front. Open brackets. 2 going in this will give you x squared. Because the 2 will cancel 2. Minus 8 divided by 2 will give you 4. Now, why we cannot leave our question here or our question here is because we haven't yet factorized it completely. They said factorize completely. Our next step to this will be giving us, since you notice this is a quadratic equation, right? So you solve it quadratically. How do you solve this kind of equation quadratically? X squared plus 3x minus 10. First, you multiply your a times your c. Minus 10 times 1 will still give you minus 10. So you will have minus 10. That means you have to look for something that you multiply to give you minus 10. And when you add them, it gives you plus 3. Let's find our factor. 1 and 10. 1 times 10 will give you 10. But when you add them together, it will give you 3. So you have to look for the next factor. 2 and 5. Alright, look at 2 and 5. 5 times 2 is 10. And when you do 5 minus 2, because 1 has to be negative. One of them has to be negative since we're having minus 10. 5 times minus 2 will give you minus 10. And 5 plus minus 2, plus and minus goes, so it becomes minus completely. So 5 minus 2 gives you plus 3x. So that means our factor will be plus 5 and minus 2. Let's express that. X, open bracket, x squared plus 5x minus 2x minus 10 all over. Now, we have to do the same for the denominator. Except the denominator will expand the bracket because we're having a square here and 4 is also a square. So we're having something like x minus 2 close bracket x plus 2. Now why do I say x minus 2 and x plus 2? Check it out. Minus 2 times plus 2 will give you what? Minus 4. X times x gives you what? X squared. That is how to get this kind of denominator. Our next step will now to carry this, to group them, to group our quadratic equation. Now grouping this will give us x, open bracket, x squared plus 5x into bracket minus 2x minus 10 into bracket, close the final bracket, all over 2, open bracket, x minus 2, open bracket, x plus 2. Have you seen what we've done here now? Now we have to look for another common factor that when we bring outside the bracket, it can multiply everything inside. Here we'll be having x will be outside, meaning x, open bracket, open bracket. Bringing x outside the bracket will make it x plus 5. Now let me explain why I got this. X divided by x2, 1 will go, remaining 1x. Now x divided by 5x, 1x will go here too, leaving us with 5 only. Now you also have to look for what to bring out in this bracket that will give us the same thing that is in this bracket, because that's how quadratic is being solved. Once these two brackets are not equal, then you have a problem in your question. Now what do we bring out? You should know we bring out minus 2. Why do I say so? Minus 2 going 2x will give you 1x. You get? Now minus 2 go in minus 10. Minus cancel minus gives you plus. 2 divided by 10 is 5. So we have plus 5. Close your brackets and close the final bracket. All over 2, open bracket, x minus 2, close bracket, x plus 2. I see what we're doing there. We're getting somewhere very interesting. We're getting almost there. Last step, x, open bracket, x. Now, you should know from your law in quadratic equation that you just take one of the brackets, since they are equal, the same thing. You take one of the brackets, which is x plus 5. And also, the thing in front of the bracket, the signs in front of the bracket, you also take it. Meaning we'll be taking x minus 2 and x plus 5. X minus 2 and into bracket x plus 5. All over your 2x minus 2 close bracket, open bracket, x plus 2. Looking at this equation now, you know that this denominator and numerator are the same thing. So they cancel out. They cancel each other out. Leaving you with x, open bracket, x plus 5, close bracket, all over 2x plus 2, close the bracket. Now, this is our final answer because check it out. If you try to open this bracket or do anything more, you're going back to the question that you have been given. So this is your final because there's nothing more. Now for question 13, we have a solve for x and y if x minus y is equal to 2 and x squared minus y squared equals 8. Looking at this, we all know that this is a simultaneous equation. So we start by making our equation 1, 2, and 3. Equation 1 and 2 is definitely already given to us, which is equals to x minus y is equals to 2 and x squared minus y squared equals to 8. This will be our equation 1 and this will be our equation 2. Now to get equation 3, what we have to do is to make the x subject of the formula, which is x is equals to 2, which is here. This crossing over will give us plus y. So x is equals to 2 plus y will be our equation 3. Now, looking at this, we have to substitute equation 2 into equation 3, meaning that substitute equation 3 into equation 2. Equation 3 into equation 2. Now, looking at this, this is x is equals to 2 plus y, and this is x squared minus y squared equals 8. That means anywhere you see x, you substitute it with 2 plus y. This will be giving us x squared. That means our x squared now, we have to square this. It will be giving us 2 plus y into bracket square minus y squared equals to 8. You just rewrite the equation 2, but substitute equation 3 into the equation 2. Now looking at this, this will be giving us, open the bracket, expand the bracket, 2 plus y, close bracket, open another bracket, 2 plus y, since we're having square, minus y square equals to 8. Now look at this. We have to multiply whatever is inside this bracket into whatever is inside this bracket, meaning that we multiply this 2 by the first 2 and still multiply it again by y. Now we also multiply plus y with the first 2 and also multiply it by the second y. Now this is what I mean. 2 times 2 will give you 4. 2 times plus y will give you plus 2y. Now plus y, which is the second value, plus times 2 will give you plus 2y. Plus y times plus y will give you plus y squared. Then you bring this down, minus y squared is equals to 8. Now looking at this, this will be giving us plus y squared minus y squared. This will definitely cancel each other out, leaving us with 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2y plus 2y will give us plus 4y is equals to 8. Looking at this, we have to collect like terms, meaning that 4 will be crossing over to meet 8 plus 4y is equals to 8 plus 4 crossing over will give us minus 4. That means to write down your 8 and then crossing over will give us minus 4. 4y will be equals to 8 minus 4 is 4. Divide both sides by the coefficient of y, which is 4. 4 divided by 4, y will give you 1. 4 divided by 4 is 1. Now looking at this, we have to substitute y into equation 1, meaning that x, right? Substituting y, that means anywhere you see y, you add this value. This is where you're seeing y. So you add your 1 value, which is equals to 2. X minus y, we have to collect like terms, meaning that minus y will be crossing over to meet 2. So x will be equals to 2 minus crossing over will become plus 1. and we know 2 plus 1 is 3, so x is equals to 3. Our final answer is x is equals to 3 and y is equals to 1. Now looking at this question also, if y varies directly as the square root of x and y equals to 3, when x is equals to 16, calculate y when x equals to 64. Now look at this question very well. If y varies, that means if y, this is variation, and I know you must learn this variation because it definitely comes out in JAMB. Our solution will be y varies directly as the square root of x. Square root of x. You have to represent it the way the question is saying it. You have to understand your question before you start solving. Y varies directly. They didn't say inversely. They said inversely. That's why you have something like 1 over the square root of x. But since they said directly, we'll be having y is directly proportional to the square root of x, meaning that we have to introduce our equality sign. Y will be equals to, while introducing your equality sign, it's a must, you must always introduce a constant, which is k. K can be a constant, then root x. You just bring it down the way it is. Now y is equals to k root x. This is the formula we'll be using. Now, before we start in variation, you must always find your constants. So from the question, our x and y is being given. Our y is given as 3. Wherever you see y, you put 3. Is equals to k is not given because we have to find the k. And x is given as 16. And remember, you already have a root, so you must write down your root. 16. This will be giving us, we already know that root 16 is 4 times 4 is 16. So we know root 16 will be giving us 4. K equals to 3. You bring down your constant and write your 3 back. Now we have to divide both sides by the coefficient of k, which will be giving us k divided by 4 divided 4 will give us k, and 3 over 4. Because when you do at the left hand side, you also have to do at the right hand side. So k is equals to 3 over 4. Now this cannot be our final answer because they didn't say we should find the constant. From the question, they say calculate for y if x is equals to 64. So since we already know our k, we'll still be using this formula. Y equals to k root x. Meaning that our y is not given. So y is still there. Our k is now 3 over 4. We all know that. So our k will now be 3 over 4. And our second x is given as root 64 times root 64. Now, what is root 64? If you point your calculator, root 64 will be giving you 8 because 8 times 8 is equals to 64. So y is equals to 3 over 4 times 8 over 1. 4, now looking at this fraction, 4 go here will give you 1 and 4 go here will give you 2. So our denominator is 1, 1. Now, multiplying our numerator, we have 3 times 2 is equals to 6. And denominator 1 times 1 is equals to 1. You don't need to write it because that's how it is. Now we have question 15. If x is inversely proportional to y and x equals to 2 and y equals to 2 and a half, find x if y is equals to 4. Now, do you remember when I told you about inversely proportional and directly proportional? We're still under variation. Looking at this, inversely will be giving us our equation if x is inversely proportional to y. If x is inversely proportional to y. Inversely, all you have to do is to divide that value by 1. You understand, right? So if x is equals to, if you want to, remember when I told you, whenever you want to introduce your equality sign, you introduce a constant. So our constant will be k times 1 over y. This k multiplying 1 will give you x is equals to k over y. You get? Now, listen carefully, very carefully. If x is inversely proportional to y and x is equals to 2, remember I told you you always have to find your constant, which is k. If x is equals to 2, you introduce 2 wherever you see x. X will be equals to 2, right? Is equals to, our k is not given, so you still write your k, all over. Y is given as 2.5. Now, before we do anything here, we have to convert this mixed fraction into an improper fraction. Converting a mixed fraction into an improper fraction, what you have to do is multiply the denominator by the whole number and then plus it with the numerator. What am I trying to say? 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 over, you still write the denominator the way it is. Now looking at this, you might be confused, but let me just show you something really quick. If 2 is equal to k divided, represented that is 5 over 2, it will make it more clearer, because this is still a division, since this is dividing this. Now, remember from your rule of math, 2 will be equal to k times this. When this division is changed to times, that means the 2 will be going up and the 5 will be coming down. Rule of math times 2 all over 5. Now, looking at this, this will be giving us k times 2 all over 5 will be giving us 2 times k is 2k all over 5. 2 is equal to 2k all over 5. You cross multiply. Cross multiplying will give us 5 times 2 is what? 10 equals to 2k times 1 is what? 2k. You divide both sides by the coefficient of k, which is 2. Divide both sides by the coefficient of k, which is 2. This will be giving us k is equals to 10 divided by 2 is what? 5. Alright, let's get back to our equation where we were. So we found k, right? K is giving us equals to 5. Remember how we solved this. Now, we have to substitute k. You remember I was still using this equation. X is equal to k all over y. Now, we have to substitute this k. Since they say we should find x. Now, we're looking for x. So, our x is not given. X is equal to, our x is not given. K is what? 5. And what is our y? Our y is what? 4. This is even simple. No need to stress yourself. Once you just take the values and put it where the signs are, you've gotten everything. Now, in case sometimes in JAMB, they won't really give you 5 over 4. They will change it to a mixed fraction. Now, change it to a mixed fraction. What do we have to do? We divide the denominator by the numerator. 4 divided by 5 will give us 1 remainder 1. This is going to be your 1 remainder 1. Now you put your denominator the way it was, all over 4. So that means your answer is equal to 5 over 4 or 1 over 4, depending on the one you see in JAMB. Now, for what range of values of x is 1 over 2x plus 1 over 4 is greater than 1 over 3x plus 1 over 2? Do you know JAMB? JAMB is very, very funny. This is an inequality equation. How do we solve inequality equation? All you have to do, know how you do this kind of question, know your fraction, know your value, know how to collect like terms, division, simple things, and you've got your answer. Now we're going to start by collecting like terms. One has to go to the other side and the other one has to go to the other side. Collecting like terms, what we have to do, s will come to the left hand side and we'll let the 1 over 4 go to the right hand side. So we'll be having 1 over 2x, right, plus 1 over 3x coming over here will give us minus 1 over 3x. So we won't be having plus anymore. We'll be having what? Minus 1 over 3x. Now is greater than plus 1 over 2 will still be there. 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4 crossing over will be giving us what? Minus 1 over 4. Now look at this carefully. Our next step to solving this kind of thing is to find our LCM for both sides. Find for the LCM for this one differently, find the LCM for this one differently. And we all know the LCM for this is what? Look at how to solve for LCM. 2 and 3. LCM. First, you look for what will divide both. Nothing, 2 can divide 1. So you divide 2 by 2, which will give you 1. 2 cannot go in 3, still gives you 2. 2, you add 3 now. 3 going 1, still gives you 1. 3 going 3, 1. So once your answer reaches 1, 1, know you found the LCM. Then you multiply this 2 over here, which is 3 times 2 is what? 6. Now what we have to do next is 6 divided by 2. Remember what I told you the other time. You divide your LCM by your denominator and then multiply by your numerator. Now 6 divided by 2 will be giving us 3. 3 times 1 will be giving us 3x. because our x is still there. 3x minus, because of the minus sign. Now, looking at what we did there, 6 divided by 3 is what? 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 2x is greater than. Now, finding the LCM of 4 and 2, this is 2 and this is 4. Adding 2 in front, 2 going 2 is what? 1. 2 going 4 is 2, which means you still have 2 left. 2 going 1 is 1. 2 going 2 is 1. Once the remaining stuff reaches 1, I know you've found the LCM. Meaning 2 times 2 will give us 4. So our LCM is 4. Now, remember what we did here. You have to divide the LCM by the denominator and multiply by the numerator. Meaning 4 divided by 2 is what? 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Minus 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So we'll be having 3x minus 2x is x all over 6. Because 3 minus 2 is 1. 1x, or you can put it as 1x, and how you want to understand it. All is greater than 2 minus 1 is 1 all over 4. Now looking at this, our next step is to cross multiply. Just take this in your mentality, just take this as an equal sign now. What we have to do next is to multiply. So x will be multiplied with 4, y 6 will go with 1. Meaning 4 times x will give us 4x is equals, don't put equals, so you always have to put the sign that was there, is greater than 6 times 1 is what? 6. Now you divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 4. That means 4 going 4 will give us x. Then 2 go here, because since 4 cannot divide 6, just reduce them to their lowest factor. 2 go here is 2. 2 go here is 3. So x is equals to 3 all over 2. X is greater than, you always have to put your greater than. X is greater than 3 all over 2. Now we found the answer for this. Very simple. Since solve the inequalities, minus 6 is less than or equals to 4, minus 2x is less than 5 minus x. Now looking at this, what we have to do, like we did in the other one, you first of all take one side, so that you won't confuse yourself. Take one side. Like, let me just explain something with inequalities. Just the same way you know about equals to sign. That's how less than or greater than is. So don't confuse yourself with it. So when you're taking this side, this thing is still the same thing as equals to. So when you're taking one side, this will be giving you minus 6 is less than or equal to 4 minus 2x. Now, as usual, in inequalities we collect like them. So minus 6 plus 4 crossing over here will give you minus 4. So minus 6 minus 4 is less than or equals to minus 2x. Minus 6 minus 4 is what? Minus 10 is less than or equals to minus 2x. As usual, we know we are meant to divide both sides by the coefficient of x, and the coefficient of x is minus 2 all over minus 2. Minus cancel minus. Now we all know in the laws of indices, we have whenever minus is cancelling minus, the inequality changes. So minus 2 cancel minus 2 will be giving us 5 is greater than or equals to x. Now we also have to take the next set, which is this and this. Taking the next set will be giving us 4 minus 2x is less than 5 minus x. Now we have to collect like them. 5 plus 5 crossing over will be giving us minus 5. 4 minus 5 is less than, minus x is here, right? So minus 2x crossing over will be giving us plus 2x. 4 minus 5 will give us minus 1 is less than, minus x plus 2x will give us positive x. Now why do I say so? Because I know some of you will be confused. Look at this carefully. Just like 2x is in front and minus x go to the back. 2 minus 1, isn't it 1? So 2x minus 1x is x. That's what we got. Now we have to take what is here and bring it down. Minus 1 is less than x. Now since x is already here, you have to, and x at the back, you have to change this sign into like this. It's less than or equals to 5. X, you just bring it down, change this sign since x is at the back and bring it down so that it still be the same. Now going to question 18, find the sum of infinity of the following series: 0.5 plus 0.05 plus 0.005 plus 0.0005. Now the sum of infinity, we all know that the formula, we must find the formula which is equals to a all over 1 minus r. This is the formula to find the sum of infinity of a series, which is, we all know our a must be our first term. That means the first thing that was given in the series. And our first term is 0.5 all over. Our 1 is always constant, so we write it down, minus. Our r is your common ratio. That means you have to divide the second term by the first term, the third term by the second term to find your common ratio. Now to find our common ratio, we'll do 0.05 divided by 0.5. Now look carefully. 0.05. To do a division without calculator, you just take this 1, 2. That means we have to have 2 in the next one. Now we also move this one by 1, 2. So since we're looking for 2 and here, we just add a 0. So we have 5 all over 15. Now 5 go here is 1, 5 go here is 1. So we are having our common ratio will be 1 over 10. If you continue, you will see it will keep. If you divide this by this, it will still give 1 over 10. If you divide this by this, it will still give 1 over 10. So this is our common ratio. Now what else do we do next after this? First, we have to do the denominator. Since we are having another kind of fraction below, we do the denominator first. How do we get through the denominator? You see this as a fraction, 1 all over 1 minus 1 over 10. Isn't that so? Now what is the LCM, like I just said before? The LCM will be giving you what? 10. Because 1 and 10, you just draw your line, 1 and 10. This is already 1, so anything divided will still give 1. So you just go straight to 10. 10 going 10 is 1. 10 going 1 is still 1. So our LCM is 10. Then, like I told you before, you have to divide LCM by the denominator and multiply it by the numerator. 10 divided by 1 is still 10. 10 times 1 is 10. You add your minus sign. 10 divided by 10 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So you have 10 minus 1 over 10, which will give you 9 over 10 for our denominator. Now we are having 0.5 because this is your division sign. So you add your division sign like this. Divided by 9 over 10. Now let's convert this to a fraction so that it can help us solve this. Converting this to a fraction, we only have 1 decimal point. So we have 5 all over. This is 1. So you have to add the decimal point to get down. You added 1 0. So you have 5 all over 10 divided by 9 all over 10. Now remember your rule of math. 5 all over 10. To change the division sign to multiplication, you take the down one up and the up one down, which will be giving you 10 all over 9. We all know that 10 divided by 10 is 1. And then 5 cannot go in there. So our sum to infinity will be giving us 5 all over 9. This is our final answer. So our answer will be giving us 5 all over. Hello. So number 19, we have the third term of an arithmetic progression is minus 9, and the seventh term is minus 29. Find the third term of the progression. Now, knowing this question, we have to solve it simultaneously because our first term isn't given and our common difference isn't given. Meaning we'll be having, knowing that T3 is equals to what? Minus 9, and the seventh term is T7 is equals to what? Minus 29. Let's solve it differently. We know our formula for arithmetic progression is Tn is equals to a plus open brackets n minus 1 close the bracket d. Substituting this into this equation, we'll be having T3 is equals to a, since it isn't given in the equation, plus our n is 3 minus 1 close the bracket d. This will be giving you T3 is equals to a plus 3 minus 1 is 2 times d will give you 2d. Now we do the same for T7. Substituting T7 into the equation, we'll be having T7 is equal to a plus open bracket 7 minus 1 close your bracket d. This will be giving you T7 is equal to a plus open bracket 7 minus 1 is 6 times d is 6d. Now we are going to make the T3 equals to a plus 2d our equation 1 and making this our equation 2. Now looking at this, we'll bring it to the side. You forget about the T3 and introduce a plus 2d, which is here, is equals to your minus 9, which was given from the question. Equation what? 1. And now the T7, we also forget about the T7 and bring in a plus 6d is equals to our minus 29 given from the equation 2. Now in simultaneous equation, you have to create your equation 3 for substitution method. If you want, you can use the elimination method, but the substitution method is better. So a plus 2d, we'll be having a is equals to minus 9 plus 2 crossing over to the other side will be giving you minus 2d. So substituting this into equation 2, this is our equation 3. Substituting equation 3 into equation 2 will be having equation 3 into equation 2. We'll be having, anywhere you see a, you replace it with minus 9 minus 2d. So here is where we are seeing a now. We'll be having minus 9 minus 2d plus the 6d is equals to minus 29. This is what you solve for. Minus a, minus 2d plus 6d is going to give us plus 4d. You represent a minus a here is equals to minus 29. Now you collect like terms. Minus 9 and minus 29 are like terms. So minus 9 crossing over to meet minus 29 will give us 4d is equals to minus 29 plus 9. Because minus crossing over gives us plus 9. Now 4d is equals to minus 29 plus 9 will be giving us minus 20. 4d is equals to minus 20. Now from here we are looking for our d, so we divide both sides by the coefficient of d, which is 4. Dividing both sides by the coefficient of d, which is 4. 4 go here, 4 go here, that's out. So d is equals to minus 20 divided by 4 will give us minus 5. Now we have solved for d. We also have to solve for a, since we don't know the value of a. Now solving for the value of a, we substitute minus 5 into the equation back again, meaning we'll be having d, anywhere you see d, you substitute it with minus 5, meaning we'll be having a plus 2 open bracket d, we're having d, so we substitute it with minus 5, close your bracket, is equals to minus 9. This will be giving us a plus 2 times minus 5 will give you minus 10 is equals to minus 9. Opening this bracket, plus times minus will give us minus. So we'll be having a minus d, a minus 10, sorry. A minus 10 is equals to minus 9. A minus 10 is equals to minus 9, which means we are having a is equals to, we collect like terms, minus 9, minus 10 crossing over to meet minus 9 will give us plus 10. So this is a is equals to minus 9 plus 10 is 1. So we found our a is equals to 1 and our d is equals to minus 5. So now from the equation we had before, which is Tn is equals to a plus open bracket n minus 1 close bracket d. So we're now looking for T10. Since we found our a and d, T10 will give us, our a is what? Our a is giving us 1 plus our n, since we're looking for 10, we'll be having 10 minus 1, close your bracket, and our d will be having d is minus 5 from what we've solved. So T10 is equals to 10 minus 1 is 1 plus 9 minus 5. Open brackets, close brackets, minus 5. Now 9 times minus 5 will give us minus 45. So T10 is equals to 1 plus minus, put it in brackets, minus 45, so that you remember to times the minus and the plus. So T10 is equals to, plus times minus will give us minus, so 1 minus 45. 1 minus 45 will give us T10 is equals to minus 44. Now for question number 20, if P and Q are two non-zero numbers and 18 open bracket P plus Q is equals to 18 plus P close bracket and open bracket is Q, which of the following must be true? Our option is being given, so when we solve it, we know the one that's in the option. Meaning, from our simple math question, our math knowledge, we should know that since this is equal to this, we have an inequality sign. Now, let's write it out. 18 open bracket P plus Q close bracket is equal to open bracket 18 plus P close bracket Q. Our first step to solving this, we have to expand the bracket. Meaning we'll be having 18 times P is 18P plus 18 times Q, we have 18Q. Equals to 18 times Q is 18Q and P times Q is what? Plus PQ. Now, 18P plus 18Q equals 18Q plus PQ. So let's take these ones to this side. Let's collect like terms, meaning that 18P plus 18Q, this coming to this side will give you minus 18Q equals to PQ. Now, plus and minus, plus 18Q and minus 18Q, since they are exactly the same, will give you 0. So they cancel each other out, leaving you with 18P is equals to PQ. Now, since they say we should know the equation that is correct, simple, we know this is 18P and this is PQ. So we divide both sides by P, since that is a common factor. P go here, P go here, P go here, P go here. So we are having Q is equals to 18. Look at the option. Our answer is B. Q equals to 18. Now, I hope you have enjoyed today's class. We'll be doing more on this on episode 3, episode 4. We'll be expecting more subjects. Today I took maths, so we'll be expecting more subjects. My name is Ezekiel Kelvin, like I said from the beginning of the class. And to contact me, you can, like, if you want to speak with me, if you want to talk to me, I have my contact at 090-1934-5599. Thank you, and watch out for episode 3. Subscribe, like, and share to your friends. Thank you.